So I have a lot of videos on my YouTube channel regarding the more popular areas here in Orlando, and if you've done any research into the area, you've probably heard of Windermere, Winter Garden, Dr. Phillips, Lake Nona, Winter Park, Clermont, but there are some really good areas in Orlando that you probably haven't heard of that you actually would consider living in. And so in today's video, we're going to dive into what I consider to be the most underrated Orlando suburbs. Now, the first area I'd love to highlight would be Baldwin Park. Now, this is really sandwiched in between Winter Park and downtown Orlando in terms of proximity. You're about 35 to 45 minutes to Disney, about 30 minutes to the airport, about 15 minutes to the executive airport, and also downtown Orlando. And then you're literally right on the cusp of Winter Park to all those amenities that Winter Park has and we all love. I think part of the reason why Baldwin Park really flies under the radar is because there's usually not a ton of listings in that area. Right now on the MLS in that entire zip code, which happens to be 32814, there's only 8 listings. So that's not a lot when you compare it to some of the more popular suburbs that have that same critical acclaim, such as a Winter Park, such as a Windermere. But what I will say is no one hardly ever leaves this place, with the exception that you're probably going to be driving out to work. But if you're not doing so and you're working remote, this is your own little tidy bubble. You have trails to walk on, such a beautiful thing to just walk by the pier. You have tons of live events during the year. They have gymnastics for the kiddos, karate, you have kickboxing, you have your neighborhood Publix, everything that you can think of, from cafes to fine dining. This really covers it all on the amenity front. And then to know that you have access to downtown Orlando with all their amenities and also Winter Park makes it even such a greater bid. And if you're looking online, you're going to notice that the schools are well rated as well, which is the cherry on top. And so if you're digging into the real estate, again, it's going to be sparse, and so prices are going to be a bit higher than some of your counterparts. And so you'll be looking at easily 6 and 7s for a townhome in Baldwin Park. You can find a single family bungalow somewhere in the high 5s, maybe mid 5s occasionally, and then you have a lot of these homes easily in the 8s to 9s above $1 million. And so it is costly to live there, but if you already have an affinity to, say, a celebration, this is a really good alternative and definitely somewhere that we should be taking a tour. All right, and so the second area I'd love to highlight would be College Park. Zip code's going to be 32804. You're moving even closer to downtown Orlando. Maybe you're relocating for a job there. This might be a really good spot. I think College Park has really seen a surge in popularity, not only for the developments coming to the area, which we'll talk about in a second, but if you don't want to live in a high-rise condo right off Lake Eola, or you don't want to spend over $1 million for a home in Winter Park, College Park really became that really good option for you. You have the charm, the appeal of the older homes that you get in Winter Park without paying Winter Park prices, which has caused College Park in and of itself to experience significant price increase over the past year and a half to 2 years, even compared to some more established areas here in Orlando. And the cool thing about College Park is you have your immediate kind of local spots to patronize right around you, but as with Baldwin Park, where you could actually hop on over to Winter Park and downtown Orlando, you can do that with College Park at a greater scale. And so you have your local spots in your area. You also have downtown Orlando really close by. Baldwin Park is also really close by, and then Winter Park is going to be like a 20-minute drive at most. And when you think of the packing district and everything that they got going on over there, the new YMCA, food hall coming in, you also have Bricks by Toll Brothers, the new townhome product, and you also have the Four Roots Farm and Agriculture Center doing some amazing things as well. You got Lake Eola with its revision plan. You got companies moving into the downtown Orlando area. Most notable you probably think of is EA. And then you have hundreds of millions of dollars in investment, really improving upon the general downtown Orlando area. And so 32804 College Park really becomes a receiver of all that growth. And so it's going to be really amazing to see the growth that happens not only around College Park, but also in College Park. And so right now, the median price for the real estate right now is right around $450,000, and that's going to land you typically a 3-bed, 2-bath home just above 1,600 square feet. And it's also a really great place to find diversity in architectural style. So if you're somebody that hates the cookie cutter homes in Orlando when it comes to new construction, College Park might be a really great spot for you to look at. Everything everything from mid-mod to craftsman to farmhouse style houses to teardowns from semi-custom and custom builders selling homes for over $1 million. And so it really just depends on what you're after, but for the most part, College Park is probably going to have something for you if you're interested. And so the third area I'd love to highlight will be Mineola. Zip code is going to be 34715, and if you've heard of Clermont and you've heard of downtown Winter Garden, you probably never heard of Mineola, but it is between the two, and it's often confused with Clermont most of the time. A lot of people, I've had people reach out, drive into Mineola, and they think they're still in Clermont. They just work so well off each other. They're so close. The lines are pretty much blurred there. And so that is part of the reason why it has seen some popularity and development recently. So when you think of everything going on in North Clermont, which Mineola is closest to, North Clermont is pretty much more developed than anywhere else in Clermont, especially compared to South Clermont. You have your downtown area to go hang out at. You have your food halls there, your local spots. You got the waterfront pier. There's a lot of things to love about North Clermont, which is why it's seen such popularity and has been an alternative to Winter Garden for people who are getting priced out of that area. And so as people get priced out now of Clermont, Mineola becomes the next frontier to go after, and I think it will transfer over to Groveland in the next coming years, which right now is a more affordable area in the Central Florida area when it comes to price. Obviously, that's what affordability is. And so the most popular master planned community in Mineola right now is Hills of Mineola, where you have several different builders in the one community. You got Starlight Homes, which is more so like a daughter company for Ashton Woods, which is also in the community. You got Meritage, you got Dreamfinders that's supposed to move in, and it's this really nice hilly area comprised of a new school that's going to be in there. A town center is set to come nearby. You got a new Publix that just went in, and you also have a new hospital coming to that area. And so it's an area that will see continued growth as the years go by, which makes it a really great alternative. If you're interested already in Clermont, you probably won't even notice the difference if you live in Mineola. So I think if you're after more affordable options, you're looking for relatively good drive times, and you also want something to look forward to, I think Mineola should definitely be on your list and a place we should visit. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in it, let me know by hitting the like and hitting the subscribe button. If you're interested in moving to any of these areas, looking to buy or sell a home here in Orlando, I'd love to partner with you as your real estate agent. So email me at info@orlandowithmario.com and I'll be happy to get the process started with you. Thank you so much for watching again. Hope to see you in the next one, but until then, you stay safe.